Good morning, my dear students. Today I will discuss some of the remaining topics of chapter 2, term concept, their uses in the sociology and the social groups and the society. Yesterday I have explained one topic in front of you, social change. Social change here I give some of the contents, some of the factors which tells us that this is the social change. Environment, economic, political, cultural change, and demography. According to the environmental change, some of the factors, some of the natural calamities, you also observe from theirs. Like as we are discussing here, earthquake, volcano, cyclones, flood, tides, etc. These are the factors. They created an environmental change in the society. Next, how can you observe the economical change? These are the some factors when you study production, level is to be rise. Second, when we study of the demand and supply of the factors between among the society, demand and supply between two or more people. Third factor is money flow. Some of the another terms which are related to the productions, distribution, and consumption. Fourth, level of income. When it is to be raised, then we can say this is the economical change in the society. According to this, we want to discuss another term of social change. I mean to say that is the political change. When we study of power, when we study of government, political change is to be power, state, and form of government. Form of government. These are the three factors which are created. This is the political change. What is the situation of the states according to the governments? It is handling by the governments or not? What is the power is used by the governments to the society? Then how can you observe? This is the change of the culture in society. So we also discuss cultural change. Cultural change. Culture means a way of living which we adopt from others or which is created in our society automatically. Customs, practices, race, etc. These are the observation, these are the factors which are created a cultural change in our society. I am just giving an example in front of you. Before the Europeans came to the India, the Indian society didn't know about the railway, but after the innovation of the Europeans, it comes in front of me, and most of the Europeans culture adopted by the Indian society. So, and last we will discuss demographic change. This is a chapter of class 12 of sociology. If you want to read in brief, then you will also see the chapter 2 of class 12 NCERT. Demography. Demographical change means, first we discuss what is the meaning, what is the definition of the demography. Then demography means study of human beings. When we study of the human beings, then it is told. Demography is the study of the human beings. According to this, when we study of these factors are death rate, birth rate, literacy rate, when the uprising of any rates, then it is also created a change. So these the terms I explain in front of you, so you will focus on these topics and learn a lot from there. After it, we want to discuss another topic, social stratification. Social stratification means social stratification. Here one is the term of the stratification means the differentiation between two or more peoples among the society is also said. Stratification is not equality among the society, where the social stratifications terms denoted as. Societies can be seen, can be consisted in strata according to the hierarchy, more favored at the top and less privileged, rare the bottom. Social stratifications refer to structural inequalities between different grouping of people. I mean to say, different communities have differentiation between them. And if I want to say, in one particular communities, most of the people, at least every people differentiates between each other. So this is the differentiation. After it, some of the terms which are denoted, some of the factors which are denoted in this social stratifications, it is has the four basic concepts. First is slavery. Second is caste. Third is class. And fourth is also state. Here we will see in the slavery procedures, when we are not independent, then we called like as a slave of the Europeans, of the Britishers. Slavery, it is a freedom from individuals, but not. But not means not free from individuals. It is also said not free from individuals, because I have no rights to live according to myself, according to freestyle. This is the term of the slavery. According to the slavery factors, we take some of the examples like the ancient Rome and the Greek. Their slavery was vast in numbers, in emergence. Caste, differentiation of the castes in Indian government's constitutions or the Indian government's Act 1935 mentions some of the caste differentiations as Sikh, ST, OBC and General. These are the castes scheduled in this Government Act, which is framed in 1935. In our society, we are also seeing different types of the peoples which are belongings to different type of the reservation. They are appreciating, they are benefited nowadays according to the caste differentiation. If I will move next factors, class. When you are educated, you will get a high status, high positions job in your society. When you are not good educated, then you will achieve not reputed job in your society. This is the classifications, this is the class stratifications according to yours, according to me and according to the situation of the Indian society. Class is the typical social stratifications found in industrializations society. It means to say this is totally based on skill. So here another more factors which is based on class: income, occupation, income, occupation, income, occupation and education and wealth. Education and wealth. Here is these four factors which are affected to the class. So education is the most important factor which is play an important role in the class stratification. After it, we want to move next topic of your chapter number 2, which is the last topic. So I will discuss just status or prestige. Status or prestige. This means if you are educated, then you will become an engineer, you will become a doctor, you will become an IAS officer. Then after the getting of the educations, after the getting of the goods qualifications, you will achieve a status in the society and IAS. This is your ascribed status which you adopt by yourself in the society. So the status and the prestige are also similar and the correlating each other. When we are defining the status, this is also correlating with the prestige. That is also mean of the image in our society. What is the image in our society? That is also called the status. Last, role. If I will discuss role, what is your important role for our society? That is shown. This is your status in our society. You are a doctor, so you are giving advice to the patients, giving advice to our society. So doctor is your status, and when you prescribe to the peoples, when you giving the advice to the peoples, this is your role, this is your duty, this is your work. So my dear students, this is the last topics I have to discuss in front of you. After it, you will move next chapter of your sociology. If you have any doubts, then you can ask most of the questions to me in next upcoming classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.